Hi there. Have you ever wondered what cancer really is? It's a word we hear all the time, but many people don't fully understand what's going on behind the scenes. So in this video, we'll break it down together, starting with what cancer is at the molecular level, how it starts, what causes it, how it spreads, and how it's treated. So let's start with the basics. What exactly is cancer? Cancer is essentially the uncontrolled growth of cells in the body. Normally, our cells grow, divide, and die in a very orderly way. But sometimes certain changes, called mutations, happen in a cell's DNA. These mutations can cause the cell to grow out of control, and when that happens, we call it cancer. Every cell in your body has genes that control how it behaves, and there are two main types of genes involved in cancer: proto-oncogenes and tumor suppressor genes. Now think of proto-oncogenes as the gas pedal of a car. They help cells grow and divide. On the other hand, tumor suppressor genes are like the brakes. They slow down cell growth or stop it when needed. But here's the problem. When proto-oncogenes get mutated, they turn into oncogenes. Imagine that gas pedal getting stuck. Now the cell keeps speeding up and dividing uncontrollably. At the same time, if the tumor suppressor genes also get damaged or stop working, it's like the brakes have failed. Nothing stops the cell from multiplying. That's the dangerous combo. When both the gas pedal is stuck and the brakes don't work, the cell just keeps going and growing. That's what drives the development of cancer. You might be thinking, if tumor suppressor genes are still working, can't they stop cancer even when proto-oncogenes mutate into oncogenes? Sometimes yes, but often no. That's because oncogenes can be super aggressive. Even though suppressor genes try to fix the problem, oncogenes can override them and keep pushing the cell to grow nonstop. It's like having working brakes in a car, but the gas pedal is stuck. No matter how hard you press the brakes, the car is still going to crash. That's exactly how oncogenes behave. However, cancer is rarely caused by just one mutation. In most cases, it takes multiple hits, mutations in both the proto-oncogenes and the tumor suppressor genes, for cancer to actually develop. Now, how does cancer actually begin? It usually starts when normal, healthy cells, like those in the skin, breast, lungs, or blood, undergo mutations in their DNA. But what are the factors that influence or cause these changes or mutations in a cell's DNA? There are several factors. Some people inherit mutations that increase their risk, while others develop cancer due to lifestyle choices, such as poor diet, smoking, excessive alcohol consumption, and lack of exercise. Additionally, exposure to harmful substances like UV radiation or industrial chemicals can also cause changes in a person's DNA. If those changes aren't detected and repaired early, they can cause cells to grow abnormally, forming a lump called a tumor. You might be wondering, is a tumor the same as cancer? The answer is no, but they're very much related, which is why the terms are often used interchangeably. A tumor is an abnormal growth of cells, but not all tumors are cancerous. There are two types: benign and malignant. Benign tumors grow slowly and don't spread. They can often be removed and usually don't come back. Malignant tumors, on the other hand, are cancerous. They grow quickly, invade nearby tissues, and can even spread to distant parts of the body. That process is called metastasis. So, when we talk about cancer, we're typically referring to malignant tumors. You could say, all cancers are tumors, but not all tumors are cancerous. How does cancer spread? Cancer cells can break away from the original tumor, which is the initial site of growth, and travel through the bloodstream or lymphatic system to distant tissues or organs in the body. Once they reach a new area, they can form new tumors there. That's why early detection is so important. Once cancer spreads, treatment becomes much more difficult. Now let's talk about something super important: the stages of cancer. These stages help doctors figure out how far the cancer has spread and what treatment might work best. There are four main stages. Stage 1 is where the tumor is still small and hasn't spread, kind of like the beginning phase. In stages 2 and 3, the tumor is getting bigger and may have started affecting nearby lymph nodes. And then there's stage 4. This is when the cancer has spread to other parts of the body. That's what we call metastatic cancer, and it's the most advanced stage. So now the big question is, what can actually be done about cancer? What kinds of treatments are out there? Well, there are quite a few, and the choice usually depends on the type of cancer, how far it's spread, and where it is in the body. Surgery is one option. It's used to physically remove the tumor. Then there's chemotherapy, which uses strong drugs to kill fast-growing cells. Radiation therapy works by aiming high-energy rays directly at the cancer cells. Targeted therapy is a bit more precise. It focuses on specific molecules that cancer cells need to survive. We also have immunotherapy, which helps boost your immune system so it can fight off the cancer itself. Hormone therapy is used when certain hormones are helping the cancer grow, like in some breast or prostate cancers. And finally, there's gene therapy, which is still developing but super exciting. It tries to fix or replace the faulty genes that are causing the cancer in the first place. Now here's the thing, early detection saves lives. That's why screening tests like mammograms, pap smears, and colonoscopies are so important. The earlier cancer is caught, the more treatment options there are, and the better the outcome. So to sum it all up, cancer happens when genetic mutations cause cells to grow out of control. These changes can be inherited or triggered by things in our environment. If left unchecked, these cells form tumors, spread, and cause damage. But with early detection and ongoing advancements in medicine, we're getting better at treating and even beating cancer. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and share it to help educate others and spread awareness. Until next time, stay curious, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next one.